everybody, Michael here, welcome back, and as promised, I am going to review and give my comparison of the Bose QC35 2s and the Sony's WH-1000XM3s. Now, during the making of this video, the new Bose have been announced. I will definitely be trying to get my hands on them. Obviously, I will be late to the game because all the big YouTubers will get them, but I'm going to try, no doubt, to get my hands on a pair and give my review. So with that said though, I do have an obligation to you guys, and you're probably saying you shouldn't have to make the video if the new ones are coming out. We don't know when they're coming out. They could be coming out in the fall, but regardless of when they're coming out, I just want to give my input because I have a responsibility to give back to you guys, and I made a promise. I'm going to keep the promise. So we're going to break down the review in 4 categories. The first category will be design, it will be Bluetooth connectivity, sound quality, features, and lastly battery life. So 5 rounds. So let's start off with design. So, starting off with the Bose QC35, the designs of them seemed a little outdated, but still managing to feel awesome, no doubt about it. The Sonys, on the other hand, are a little more modern in design, and also, in my opinion, are more, I guess you could say, distinguishable in a crowd. However, though, when it comes down to the design of the headphones, when you put them on your ears, I actually am going to have to give the round to the Bose, and I'll tell you why. So, when I used the Bose, I remember when I put them on my head, they felt so very lightweight, if that makes any sense. Like, that's in the name, comfort. So it felt like almost nothing was on my ears. Now, with the Sonys, while they were definitely light and definitely weren't that heavy, they were still a little heavier than the Bose, so there was a little bit of weight to them, but it wasn't too much to say that, oh, it's unbearable. But I will have to say that if I'm gonna give the upper edge to the design, I'm gonna give it to the Bose. So first point goes to the Bose. But no knock wood on Sony, is still a great design, no less. It's not really a big difference, but if you want that, I believe, simplicity and ease of use, the Bose is there. Next one, and also I'm going to throw this in, noise cancellation. This I forgot to put it as part of my test. So noise cancellation, I think it's obvious. I'm going to have to give it to Sony. Like, no disrespect to Bose. Bose was very, very good, but there's nothing that can compare to Sony's noise cancellation. I'm sorry. It was just that impressive. The amount of noise it reduced, the baby crying was significantly reduced in my testing, and the jet plane noise, it was amazing how much it took out. Now, the Bose did a good job on the airplane noise, but when it came to the baby cry, yeah, it wasn't that effective. But no doubt these both are awesome, and I will give it that. And honestly, I would say you would be good with either one, but honestly, I'm giving the edge to Sony, so 1 point to Sony. Next up, Bluetooth connectivity. Now, both headphones, I believe, use Bluetooth 4.2. I could be wrong, but I remember distinctly, I think it was 4.2. But when it came to connectivity, I found that the Sonys actually were a little bit better when it came to distance. So I did a test where my iPhone was here, and I went all the way up to the 3rd floor, and even going to the attic. And I was able to still hear the music. When I was with the Bose, I went all the way up to my attic, and it started to become distorted, and it was starting to lose connection. So for Bluetooth connectivity, on my experience, I'm giving to Sony's. Now let's talk about battery life. Now, before we get to sound quality and features and stuff like that, we gotta discuss battery life because I think there's another winner in this category, and obviously it is Sony. So let's be honest here, 30 hours of battery life. Although it's not exactly 30, although some people say you can get 30 when you take the noise canceller off and other things, yeah, the Sony's gets the best battery life. I'm sorry. Now, when it comes to features, I will say, while the Bose and the Sonys are similar, the Sony has the upper hand here. So the reason is because of that ambient noise where you just put your hand here, and to me, that is an amazing feature because you can switch. Although I would like it to be, instead of being back and forth, it could be all in one. It is what it is with the Sonys, but I am going to give the featured category to the Sonys. So that's 4-1. So right now it's not looking too well for Bose, but no fear, because next up on my test was sound quality. And immediately I'm going to say this right now, I'm going to give the sound quality test to Bose. Now, no disrespect to Sony, they are an excellent pair of headphones. They sounded amazing. However, they sounded a little muddy with vocals, and the instruments were there, but it was more emphasis on bass, but not too heavy on bass. You hear your lows, but a light mid in there. You hear your treble bass, but you don't really get a clarity. However, though, with the Bose, that is a completely opposite story. While there is less bass, the vocals and instruments are clear. You get a nice, decent mids. You do get your bass. However, I will say that both of them support an app where you can use your equalizer to fix it, so don't want to forget that as well. So sound quality for me, I prefer the Bose over the Sony, so point goes to Bose. Now, when it comes to Assistant, both can work with Google Assistant, and the upper hand though I would give to Bose because it's more integrated with Amazon Alexa and also Google Assistant. So point goes there for the smart assistant. I forgot to put these in, so these are just my random off moments. Next up is in my also testing, I also found that I like the fact that the Bose, in my opinion, the Bose were able to produce less cabin pressure than versus the Sonys. Now, Sony's doesn't give any pressure in whatsoever, but after you use it for experience, in my testing, I noticed my ears started to feel a weirdness. Now, just like cabin pressure, but not too heavy. Versus with the Bose, I didn't feel that much cabin pressure. Although the noise canceller was nice on that, I did notice that my ears didn't feel as, like, you know, compressed. So I'm not gonna give a point, but I just want to put that out there. Now, there are some few tweaks here and there. I will give the upper hand to Sony when it comes to the app. I think the Sony's app is a little bit better, but both apps are pretty much just do their job. And lastly, connection. Now, how do you charge these headphones? Well, I'm gonna give the upper hand to, personally, I'm gonna give the upper hand to Sony. So Sony uses USB Type-C, which I think should be a regular at this point, and Bose is on micro USB. That's kind of typical at this point, but honestly though, I gotta say, so the score right now is 4-3, and I know I said 6, but then I added in a 7th one, but all of my testings say that the Sony's is the better headphone by default. And you know what? It definitely is. And let me explain. Before I say why I think the Sony's is the best value, let's go to the Bose. The Bose, in no opinion, is worse than the Sony's. They're not better or worse. They are just as good. My only thing is that it doesn't have as extra battery life. To me, it doesn't have as much features, and while the sound quality is very good, it does lack that bass. But again, you can use the equalizer app in the Bose headphones app. Now, if you want great sounding headphone and you want some very good noise cancellation, but personally for me, I think I would prefer the sound quality, so the Bose would be better for me. So I would say for somebody like me that wants good sound quality, I'd go with Bose. However though, as I said in the name of this video, the winner though is the Sony's, and the reason is, look, the Sony's headphones have the best noise cancellation I've ever heard in a headphone. And there are probably more headphones out there that I will be reviewing sometime soon. So to me, I'm really truly amazed at the sound quality, even with that noise canceller. Although the vocals were muddy, the instruments and everything was still clear. I liked it when I was listening to movies that had a lot of gunshots and explosions. That was amazing. The features with the ambient noise, putting your hand here, being able to hear the environment around you, to me adds more bang to your dollar. Now, while $350 is really just, in my opinion, so expensive to be paying for headphones, if these headphones were to go on sale, I would say nab them. Otherwise, if you really want to spend that $350, I would rather spend it on the Sony's. So that is my personal opinion. That is the video of a comparison. So I hope you guys have been able to make it through the video. If you did, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Please let me know which headphone do you prefer. You are more than welcome to pick your opinion. And once again, guys, thank you for watching. And also, we are so close to 500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can reach it by the end of this summer, and then into the winter before the new year, 600. So let's see if we can get there. But thank you guys for watching. And also, one final announcement. I will be getting more headphones, so next up on my list that I'm hoping to get is the AKG N700NCs. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that'll be for next time, but that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, and peace!